provocative. And I wanted to get your reaction to that. Let's take a listen.
It's not the racist white person who's in the Ku Klux Klan that we have to worry about. It's the white liberal Hillary Clinton supporter walking her dog in Central Park who would tell you right now,
you won't believe it.
People like that. Oh, I don't see race.
Hamburg
race
has more
guilt me. I see us all as the same. I give to charities. But the minute she sees a black man who she does not respect,
there is a lot of water
has
here.
a slight
so, you know,
thought
when you
against.
go
She weaponized race like she had been trained by the Aryan nation.
There's a lot of water here.
What did you make of that?
Hamburg is going to be one of the first cities.
Van Jones is exactly right. He said he didn't say anything any different than what the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said in the letter to the Birmingham jail when he described the white liberal. He mentioned the Klanner, and he didn't say anything different than what Minister Malcolm X also said about white liberals. It is the truth. It is an uncomfortable truth, but it is a truth. And we must realize that it is not a, yesterday I had the opportunity to walk through a park with my father. We passed an elderly gentleman who stopped my dad, and he said, white people just don't get it. That is summed up in all of this. White people just don't get it. So whether you're wearing a hood or whether or not you are
You see, I mean, she has the right to say that. She has the right. But we're now in this racial debate again. I mean, Americans, they are. But it's a we. Yeah, I don't know if you could see the planet. What's going on here? So. Isn't it interesting that some things can be imported from America to Germany? Now, craft beer, that means crafting, that is handmade, made right on the spot. So we are at Brauhaus Johannes Albrecht craft beer. Craft beer is an American term for a small brewery. Most of them came up in the 90s. It was right the time when I was there. There were brewers coming out everywhere, and I've been around the country, and I've been around brewers, and it's amazing. I'm testing here the locality for you guys. I'm sorry. And it's a small one. This is a dark beer. It's really good. I always wanted to go to this place. Never made it. Well, finally, I have arrived. I'm here. So it's a good one. It's a huge place inside and all. But of course, first of all, it is lunchtime. This place is packed at night. It's really packed, especially now. They got a few seats outside, right at the canal. You can see it. Here is the canal, and all these expensive buildings here. They did all. This is, and they always find a spot. I just saw another place where they just tear down the old building new. That was a ugly building, but Hamburg has really nice old buildings, and they are not tearing them down like the Americans do that, especially in California. But they have only a few, like the Bradbury Building. Google the Bradbury Building, and that was where Blade Runner was shot. Inside. It looks totally. While you can see that it is in Blade Runner, but it looks, of course, different. Bradbury, just go there and read it. It's a nice building, and Los Angeles has a really good place. There's another story. Now, I don't know which film, but I can, if I want to know, or if you want to know, I can really check out which film I was working on. I think I was a wardrobe supervisor, which means Well, I was doing two jobs. I was the costumer on set, which means I had to take care, make sure that the actor had the right clothes for the right scene on. That's all. My boss, the custom designer, she's the one who decides what, and does all the fitting and all that stuff. Well, we did that together. So anyway, all the shopping, we did the shopping and all that stuff. So there is a building in LA. It's a very old building, and it is supposed to be haunted. It's empty. I don't know what happened now. I mean, we're talking about 20 years ago. It was. I worked on film 1989, probably. I think 89 to 2000, 2001, 2002. Sometimes it says 2002, but we shot it, of course, in 2000 or 2001. Yeah. So. I was doing mostly low-budget films, so it was this one, and we had fun. Most of them. I had one time I had a really bad. And I was the first AD, and that was well, that's another story for another day. So anyway, a haunted house. This was a night shoot. We were shooting at night in a haunted house. Yeah, building, really big building, not a house, a building. So anyway, I don't know what I had, but I had to get something out of the car. We forgot something. We were shooting downstairs. It was a huge room, I don't know what, but it was huge, and so I had to walk up the stairs, and it was kind of really strange. I was always turning around because and there are stories, and these people, they tell you the stories, that they experienced something, never really saw somebody. I never talked to anybody who really saw something, but there was noises or something, yeah. So anyway, I might be able to look up. Well, you Google LA haunted buildings downtown. There was a newspaper in there. I think, yeah. I think that was originally a newspaper, not LA Times. It's on the other side. It's they're in the same area, but not very close together. So, a couple of miles, something like that. So anyway, yeah, schedule. So this week, this is all introduction. It is introduction what we do. So we're gonna have a little bit today is because this is my hometown here, my German hometown, Hamburg. I love Hamburg. Hamburg is a really great city, a rich city. You just see it, you smell the money, and so sometimes I like to do this. I don't normally I don't do this. I just go and get what I need, but it's a thing to hang out alone. It's not good. But hey, the weekend I had really interesting experience. I met cool people. We talked we exchanged emails, stuff like that. So I'm gonna catch up with the guys. I met a group of 5. They were really good. They were all from Kiel. Yeah. And one girl, she said she 5 guys, and then there just came 2 girls. There were, I don't know how they stopped there. I guess somebody, yeah, I missed that one, but somebody, of course, stopped the girls. Of course, 5 guys, you know. So anyway, and the girls were from Kiel too. Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah, it was Kiel, not Lübeck. I'm mixing both cities up. And the thing is, that one girl was actually from Plön, where her hometown was. Her parents still live there. But then she moved to Kiel, and now she is in Hamburg. So everybody, this was 2 girls, 5 guys, all from the same city. Now here is the thing, which is really, I mean, that's just a story you won't believe. So one of the guys figured out that, well, he didn't figure out, he obviously they exchanged pictures, but they hadn't met, you know. So one guy of the group, and the girls were both beautiful, different type, but both beautiful. They had this kind of, you know, the eyes, always a smile in their eyes, something like that. And the girl, he was dating online, but they hadn't made for some reason they never made a date, so they hadn't met, but they had. So at first I didn't get it, and then, you know, because it was so anyway, they didn't get old. They went away, you know. And this girl had wonderful cheekbones. She would be a star in Hollywood if she can act, because she was really, without even makeup and so, just beautiful. And the other girl, different, but also they both had this. That's the nice thing of what I like about women, when they have this kind of, you just feel they're nice, they're warm-hearted. They had this smile in their eyes. That's what I told them also, you know. I asked if I could take a picture. I was denied, so I didn't get permission to take a picture, and I didn't take a picture. I knew, you know, I do that, you know. So anyway, yes, I had a very fun weekend. I went out Friday night and Saturday night. It was actually a 50-hour. It was good. It was good. So and the Friday, that was Saturday night. And Friday night, I met 2 guys. Both days, I met the people at the end of the day or the night, around 5 o'clock, 4:30, 5 o'clock. You know, when things get close. You know, so my grandmother's sister lived in Hamburg. So part of the Schwarz, and they were not all named Schwarz, of course, you know, went to Hamburg. One half sister of my mother and my brother, her brother, I think she married into Braunschweig, so she was in Braunschweig, but they were in Braunschweig. So we were, when I was like 5, 6, you know, we were always traveling at least twice a year or 3 times a year to Hamburg. Couple of days, 3 days, you know. Tante Friedchen, it was always Aunt Friedchen. But it wasn't even an aunt for my mother anymore, you know. But anyway, so and she used to live on Bernhard-Nocht-Straße 65. The house is still there, but it's renovated. And I checked that. So I was gonna go and see if I could see this. Well, it's not a doorway, but it was a passage, and that's where I took when I was 10 or 11. I took a incredibly nice black and white picture, cobblestones, and then the dark, and then the light in the back, where the courtyard was. So it was great. So in this Bernhard-Nocht-Straße, at that time, they had front row to the harbor because on the opposite street side there was an empty lot. That's not there anymore. There's no empty lot there. It's all buildings there, or how, flats, stuff like that. So anyway, that's where I was going to go. And on the corner, there is a bar, and it's still the same place like 100 years ago. So I was going to go in there, but then there came two guys out. It's closing up. No more beer. So they came over where I parked myself. I parked myself right at the intersection next to the traffic light, and there was kind of this here, and I was leaning at it because I wasn't right, but I think I was a little tired. So anyway, so we got to talk, and interestingly, they asked the right question. So why are these German films, TV or even kino film, why do they have always these kind of strange dialogues, and every role is cast with good-looking, well-spoken, well-German-spoken actor? Yeah, you get the point. Yeah, I said, that's what I'm asking myself too. But I said, well, things have changed the last 20 years, and they have. But yeah, my roomie runs sometimes this crazy station with these crazy films, So I'm playing the game. Can I identify the film? If it is an older film, I'm mostly figure it out. The music is giving it away, but I know the synchron voices. They're all dubbed. So I know all those 60s, 70s films. I've seen them all. Well, not all, but I've seen a lot. So he was. I was kind of pressing him, because I could name the film. I said, that's James Bond. That's Karl May. Karl May is here in America. You won't know what that means. That's Google it. It's German. It's they German-produced Western. Can you believe this? It's interesting. They're most successful. They made money. They're playing them all up and down. So yeah, or like yesterday, I said that's a Rear Window. Right away. I mean, and so on. I like to do that. But then these films, they're not so old. Couple of years, 3 years, or the dialogues are terrible. Sometimes, I mean, really, it's really bad. I mean, it's just to hear it, it hurts, So, well, anyway, that's that. Now, look at this, 20 minutes. Mumbling, and going on and going on. I told you guys and that didn't. So, okay. One more stop, and then it's over. Okay. Within the next hour, I don't know. We're done with this area. We're done with it. I mean, look at this. Okay, cut.